Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. In today's video, we're talking all about my end of year TBR. So pretty much all the books that I would like to get to by the end of this year. So we have like half of October left, all of November and all of December. Pretty much all throughout December, I will have all the time off because I'm moving cross country. So I'm not gonna be working until the new year. So all of December, I'm gonna have a bunch of time off and a bunch of time to read. I am very ambitious for how much I'm gonna read during that time. I'm gonna have a lot of free time basically, and I'm really excited because right now my reading is at 25 books so far this year, and my goal was 75 books. Definitely very short on that, unfortunately, but I'm hoping within these next 2.5 months I can really kick it into gear and really try to motivate myself to at least get to 50 books. I know that's probably still a long shot, but that's only 25 books, so divided by 2.5, 10 books a month-ish. Yeah, that's a lot, but maybe we can do it. With that being said, I definitely have some very ambitious goals and a lot of books that have been on my TBR that I would really like to get off. So all of the books that I have behind me are books on my TBR, and then I have all the books laid out in front of me that are also on my TBR that are my goals for the end of this year. So ones back here, if I get to them, that'd be great. That's not really like my true goal though. All the ones down here are definitely books that I would like to read very soon. Let's go ahead and talk about all the books. I have them kind of sectioned off by genre, so it's a little bit easier to understand and follow. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into all the books. We are going to start off with romance just because I feel like that's the most basic, common genre. The first book that I want to read is Time of Your Life by Jessa Hastings. Jessa Hastings is one of my all-time favorite authors. Magnolia Park series, favorite series ever. As you can see, I have it up here. I love her books so much. I recently read Conditions of Will, which was actually a really good book. It wasn't my favorite from her, obviously, but it was still really good and really engaging and fun to read. So I'm really interested to get into this. I think it's going to be more of like the Magnolia Parks vibe. I don't really know. I'm just assuming based on the cover, it kind of looks like they're rich, classy people. Yeah, I don't really know much about this. I know it's like a contemporary romance. That's usually what her books are. More fiction based. She has a lot of like character development in her books usually. I don't know if this is a one-off or if it's going to be a series, but either way, I'm really excited to read it. So this is the first book. Then we have Broken Country by Claire Leslie Hall. My boyfriend actually picked this out for me. I told him to pick a random book when we were at the bookstore, and this is the one that he chose. So and it's funny because I've heard a lot of good things about this. I've seen a lot of different creators starting to read this and really enjoying it. So that makes me really excited. He picked out a good one. And yeah, I really want to get to it by the end of this year. The Farmer is Dead. He is dead, and all anyone wants to know is who killed him. Is this a mystery? Let me look this up real quick. It says, historical novel with a compelling love triangle and a couple of clever twists. Historical fiction, thriller, and romance. Anyways, this is on my TBR, so we'll see. Next, we have You Again by Kate Goldbeck. This is a book that I bought last year. Cover just screams fall vibes. I mean, looking out my front window, literally all fall colors all over, and this is exactly what it looks like. I would like to get to this very soon, just because I know it's going to put me in the fall vibes, hopefully. I actually don't know if it takes place in the fall. I'm excited to get into that one. I want to read it. I've had it on my TBR for so long. Same with this one, on my TBR for so long. This is The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. If you're not living under a rock, you've heard of this. You've seen the movie. It's with Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. One of my all-time favorite movies. Love it so much. And I just randomly decided to pick up the book because I have never read it before. Nicholas Sparks is obviously a very popular author. A lot of people love his work. So I think it'll be a really good book to get into. Just to be in that world again, I'm so excited. It's going to be really sad too, but it's okay. The last books I have in the romance genre are books that I'm really wrestling with finishing and reading because of the amount of spice in them. I talked about this in my last video, just how I'm kind of feeling about it, and that is the Boys of Tommen series. So I have book 4 and 5. I've obviously read the first 3 books. I'm currently reading book 4. I've actually been reading it for like a month now. I think I'm like halfway through it. That tells the story of Joey and Effie, or Aoife. I don't know how to say her name. Love their story without the lust and the spice. It's super good. It's very sad. The author knows how to keep you engaged, that's for sure. It's a very fast pace. Lots of drama. I mean, they're all in high school. I really enjoy them. It's just like there's so much spice. Like literally like 50% of this book, especially this book. Shannon and Johnny's books were not as bad, I would say, but when I got into book 3, I was like, oh my goodness. And then this one, just like even more. spice, and it's just, I don't enjoy it. If you like it, that's great, but for me personally, I can't do it, and I just don't enjoy it, so I end up skipping over a lot of it. I'm really struggling with like, do I want to finish it? Do I not want to finish it? But I obviously have the next 2 books, so I do want to read it because I enjoy the story and I want to know what happens, but they're also just freaking massive. This book is huge. I mean, this one isn't that bad, but this is like 800 pages. It's just crazy. It does fly by, but I definitely do want to try to finish it. But if I continue reading it and I don't like how it's going, then I probably won't continue the series, but we shall see. I have one mystery here, so we'll just talk about that. And that is the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Unfortunately, I only have the first book in the series, but I've had this series for literally so long. Like over 2 years probably, and I don't know why I've never read it. I read The Inheritance Games by her. I really enjoyed the first 2 books. Third book kind of lost the plot, but overall I do enjoy her writing. I've heard nothing but good things about this series. It's like a Criminal Minds, but for like teenagers. They all have special skills that can help solve mysteries, especially for the time of the year. I think it would be really fun to get into these. I know they're going to be really fast paced, so I would just have to get the last 3 books in the series. Definitely something that I want to get into. Finally get this knocked off of my TBR and add it to my other bookshelf. That'd be so awesome. Next up, we have a Christian fiction. This is called A Lineage of Grace by Francine Rivers. I started this in my book club. So this was a book that we picked in my book club a few months ago, and all of us didn't finish it just because it's so long. I mean, this is like 600 pages literally. So it was just a lot to read, especially with like annotating and answering questions and everything. None of us finished it, but I ended up leaving off on page 329. And so I have like 200 pages left to read. I don't think I would go through and annotate everything. Maybe I would, but I have the rest of Bathsheba and Mary's story, which is like literally 2 of the most important story or women in the Bible. Basically, if you don't know, this is telling the lineage of Jesus Christ. So we have Tamar, Rahab, Ruth, Bathsheba, and Mary. So all of their stories kind of telling up to the story of the birth of Jesus Christ. Really good. Like, I will say I really enjoyed it. Obviously, if you've read the Bible, you know that these are all stories in the Bible. They're very short, so making it into a fiction book is going to kind of expand the story a little bit and kind of play on how like the author thinks that the characters would have reacted during that time, or like what their stories would have been like. So it's not exactly what happened, it's just kind of giving you an idea, especially like during the time that they were living in. I just never finished it, so I would love to finish this hopefully by the end of this year. I really enjoy Francine Rivers' writing. I think she does a great job, you know, depicting the Christian faith and everything. I've also read Redeeming Love and The Masterpiece by her, which were really good, so I really want to finish this. So this is my goal by the end of the year, and I don't think it will take me too long, hopefully. Let's go ahead and get into fantasy. So the first book that I have here is Fearful by Lauren Roberts. Lauren Roberts wrote the Powerless series, so we have Powerless, Reckless, Fearless, Powerful, which is also a novella between Powerless and Reckless, and then Fearful is the other last novella of the entire series, I'm pretty sure. And I actually just read Fearless this past month, and I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I started this, I think I got like 5 pages in. I just finished Fearless, and we were just kind of like fantasied out. Being in that world, I just needed a break. Like, I loved it, but I needed a break. So I didn't continue this one, but I really want to. Yeah, it's gonna be really short. It's only like 200 pages, so not too bad. Yeah, this is definitely on my list so that I can completely wrap up the series, which will be really nice. And then I have Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I've had this for like a year now, and I think just the time of year would be perfect time to read it. Cozy fantasy during the fall and winter, like the best time to read fantasies in my opinion. I'm not quite sure. I think that it's also involved like a romance as well, I assume. Sounds like Emily's like in school, she's really smart, and there's a love interest. I don't have any other books in the series, so I'm gonna see if I like it first, and then I think there's 2 other books after this. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure there's 2 other books. The most exciting of probably this whole entire video is the series that I just started, which is the Throne of Glass series. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so freaking excited. Okay, the other day I posted a poll on my Instagram asking which book to start with, because there's so much controversy over if you should start with Assassin's Blade first or if you should start with Throne of Glass first. Let me tell you, the reviews were so mixed. I feel like at one moment this would be higher and then this would be higher, and then I had 3 people I know DM me saying to start with this one. Actually, I think one person said to start with this one, so I was just like literally all over the place and I did not know what to do. I ended up starting with Assassin's Blade just because that is the like listed by Sarah J Maas what you should start with, and this was also like ended up winning anyways, which this is like a prequel. So some people say you should read it first so that it's in chronological order, or you should read it like fourth, I think, in the series, so then you already know some of the characters and then you're kind of getting a backstory like in the middle of it. It's hard to say like which one I would prefer because I don't know yet. I haven't read it. So maybe like once I'm done with the series, I will say like, yeah, you should read that first, or maybe I should have waited. I don't know, because obviously I know the characters. I don't know the full story. I've already gone like 85 pages in and I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I flew through I think there's like 5 different books in this one, like 5 different short stories, but I flew through the first short story and it was really, really good. And I feel like Sarah J. Maas just knows how to hook you right from the start. And I was just like, okay, I need to finish this. Like, I am so excited to read this. Like, after this video, I'm literally going to sit down and read this, probably finish this weekend. I don't know. A lot of people say that you'll fly through the series and it's gonna be like so good you can't put it down, and I feel like I'm already there right now. Anyways, at least through the end of this year, I'm hoping to get through at least 3 of the books. I'm not gonna I don't think I'll maybe I'll just love it so much I'll sit down and read all of them, and then this whole TBR is gonna be trash, but hopefully I can kind of like space it out, because I like to read like romance, fantasy, you know, kind of like mix it up. But like I said, if I just find that I don't want to continue reading anything else, I will just push through the series, which is great because I have all of the books. I'm so excited for that. You guys, I've had this series for like a whole year and it's just been sitting on my shelf. I read ACOTAR last summer and I liked it. I liked the first 3 books. After that, it was kind of like, especially at Court of Silver Flames, so much spice in that. I didn't really enjoy it that much, but I've just been really excited to read another one of her series. I don't have Crescent City. I think I'll wait to see how this one goes, and then if I like that, I'll probably pick that series up too, but not quite yet. We gotta get through this one first. The last genre I have is fiction. Fiction. So the first book I have is a book by Kristen Hanna. I have The Women, and I've only read The Nightingale by her, but I've been really, really eager to get into another one of her books. So I've had this one, and I also have Firefly Lane back here, which I obviously have not read yet, but I've been really, really excited to start this one. I also had my boyfriend's mom, she also recommended this book to me, and I've just seen a lot of people posting about her recently, about this book specifically. I mean, it is her most recent release, so it makes sense, but a lot of people posting about this one, and it just makes me want to read it so much more. So I actually think I did start it the other day. I think I read like a few pages, but that was it. So I didn't actually start it. This tells a story about the Vietnam War. I think this girl like goes into the Vietnam War as a nursing student and ends up being a nurse in the war, which is going to be really cool, especially like myself working in healthcare. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how that played out back then and just like what that was like for her. That is this one, the first fiction. I'm so excited. This one I'm also so excited for, you guys. This is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I recently read One True Loves by her, a romance book that she published a long time ago, but I've had that book for so long. Finally got to it. 5 stars. Absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, I fell in love with her writing all over again. So I cannot wait to read another one of her books. And I don't think this is a romance, but it's about an astronaut, I believe. I mean, given the title, that makes sense. I just cannot wait to get into her writing. Her writing is so good. And honestly, I don't know why, but I keep comparing in my mind Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo and The Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I feel like those two were very, very similar plot lines. Not plot lines, but just the way that they were told was very similar. And I love both of those authors. So, I mean, it just makes sense that I love them both because their writing is very similar. So I'm just really excited to get into some more of her writing and be in another world of hers. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. That is everything. Wow, I feel like that was not even that long of a video, but okay, actually, I lied. I have one more thing back here, but I probably won't get to it, so I don't know. I want to read this series so badly, you guys. The Hunger Games. My boyfriend got this for me recently for my birthday, and I just cannot wait. It's constantly sitting on my shelf over there, and I want to read it so badly, but I also am like, I need to read the Throne of Glass series because I've had that for so much longer. Like, I could literally watch that series over and over and over again and never get tired of it. I mean, the actors are amazing, and I just know that the books are going to be so much better because they always are. So this is definitely on my radar, at least if not by the end of this year, at least in the new year, I will definitely be starting once I finish Throne of Glass, which I hope that goes by fast, but we'll see. I'm so excited for the rest of this year. I hope you guys are excited to watch me read these. I'll definitely be doing lots of reading vlogs and everything throughout these next few months, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any of these books on your TBR also, let me know down in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give this a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!